And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at Phoenix. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
Well, right now for the Suns, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for Chicago, White and Lavine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here is Carter. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go. And here we go. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
And here's Lavine, who brings it up for Chicago. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
And it's White missing.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
A nice shot by Booker. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
fourth
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Now, here's Markkanen. Carter, the pass to Porter. Poked away and stolen by Ayton. Rubio against Markkanen. Booker outside. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Oubre. Rebound by the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Jim Boylan. He talked about the impact of Devin Booker, adding, he's one of the most capable offensive weapons in the league. A shooter, a scorer, and now becoming a great playmaker. He can punish you for sending help. I don't know, Kevin. I still think that's better than watching him put up 60 against you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Rubio. Following the miss by Otto Porter. 6 to shoot. Ayton against Carter. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And good that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Oubre after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Oubre against Porter. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's Lavine. No good. Shot missing. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's White following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Markkanen kicks to Lavine. Porter against Oubre. Outside, Markkanen. Good on the triple.
And he plays with such a great rhythm. Markkanen, the catch-and-shoot shot, one he practices religiously.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Cornette, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Stolen away. Ayton dishes to Booker. Poked loose. Here's Baines. Offensive rebound. Back to Ayton. Pass to Jerome. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. No good that time. And it's Chicago the other way. And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
Really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 8. Baseline jumper, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Chicago, their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly coaches, maybe every level of the organization.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Ayton in the corner. There's the pass to Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You gotta like seeing Devin Booker be aggressive, especially when he's shooting the ball, easily earning the foul that time.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Some changes for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Dunn looking over the floor. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the 5.
Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim. Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. Harrison scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Valentine. The rebound by Johnson. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
You wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Chicago with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Back to Dunn. Knocks it loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Suns. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cornette. Offline with his 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Jerome, defended by Young. And yes, it's good. Jerome's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
Now, here's Dunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Oubre, right side. To the inside. And it's Baines missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Dunn kicks to Harrison. Trying to get something going. Offensive rebound. Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
On the wing, Johnson. To the paint. Here's Baines. It's tipped. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Valentine. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Oubre does a great job there. Finds an avenue, slinks his way in there, and then jumps over the top.
Chicago calls timeout. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a hand.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Carter, the pass to Rubio. Right wing. Kaminsky dishes to Rubio. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
For all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on-the-ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
He's off on the second. Rubio against White. Back to Carter. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Suns leading by 10. Rubio outside. Johnson outside. Over Porter. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Sharch.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Bulls making a change here. Hutchison's checked in. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Rubio against White. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
Satoransky's checked in for White. And the Suns making a change here as well. Booker, he's checked in for Carter. Now, here's Satoransky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Markkanen finds Lavine. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, you just watch Lavine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Great, just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Lavine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim. And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Rubio. Tries again. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Johnson, the pass to Saric. 34 seconds left in the first half.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
Suns leading by 9. Rubio dishes to Booker. Looking to get it going, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. The Suns have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Well, Devin Booker, another one of those guys who grew up around the game with his dad, Melvin Booker, playing both in the NBA and getting some overseas experience. And you could kind of see it in the maturity of Devin Booker's offensive game. That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And in flashes, Lavine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Shot, high post, and he nails the jumper. 10 points for Devin Booker.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. What did you think? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Lavine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Rubio. Here's Ayton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ayton's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Suns. Lavine looking around. And that one, good.
Easy to be in awe of Lavine. Exceptional with the basketball and has some tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Booker. And it's White with the rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
The shot's good. White's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Charlotte. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Kicks it out to Rubio. Booker outside. Cams the shot with nobody near him. Booker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. White the pass to Lavine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White finds Lavine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lavine's got 4 points this quarter.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Ayton inside. Defended by Carter. Here's Rubio. Unable to get that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Sinks the triple. Porter's got it back down to within single digits for Chicago. Phoenix calls timeout. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Donnie's checked in for Chicago. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Chicago, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. And whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position, has this coaching staff excited.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. Now here is Carter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Charge, that's good.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Here's Harrison. They trail by 11. Tipped away. Shot from free throw range. Dunn misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And he gets the bucket.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Now, here's Bridges. He's tightly guarded. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Dunn in the corner. They get it back. Here's Young. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Carter, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Chicago making some changes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Valentine. And Zedaransky subbed in for Harrison. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Kelly Oubre. Now here is Carter. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Here's Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Ayton inside. Markkanen on him. And it's Ayton missing. And so Zedaransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 9 points, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:04 left in the third quarter. Here's Dunn. The teardrop falls in. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Dunn is so good with the floater. He puts just the right amount of touch needed on those shots.
Johnson finds Ayton. Back to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. Pass to Kaminsky. Out to the wing. Bridges for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Suns lead by 10.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Zedaransky, the pass to Hutchison, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. So for the Bulls, Porter's checked in for Young, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Dunn. Bridges with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Kaminsky. The shot misses. And so it's Phoenix in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Aaron Baines out there with Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point.
So aggressive once he gets high. Love how Lavine stays after it when he gets it going.
Pass to Booker. To the middle. Kaminsky misses. Bulls trail by 7. Inside. Here's Hutchison, and the shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Jerome passes to Baines, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Baines has got his first basket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Satoransky. Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. Now Lavine. Carter up top. Banked in off the glass.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Lavine against Booker. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Sun changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Saric comes in for Kaminsky. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Oubre. 6 to shoot. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Here's Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Oubre not easy to stop once he gets up to speed. You kind of had to foul him in that situation.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Bulls trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Porter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Now here's Rubio. Oubre outside. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lavine kicks to Porter. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Booker against Lavine. Oubre outside. The pass to Ayton. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Lavine. Rubio misses. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks, David. Markkanen, good.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height. D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Rubio, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago, and he's good on the second. Here's Lavine. Passes it to Hutchison. And it's denied.
So he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Now here's Booker. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
Bulls trail by 4. On the wing, Lavine, defended by Booker. Lavine can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Rubio kicks to Booker. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. To the right side. White against Rubio. And it's White missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
No good from Booker. Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Lavine can't hit. Phoenix leading by 6. And here's Booker. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter.
Booker doing a good job that time. Instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 1:14 left to play in the final quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Now, here's Rubio. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Saric outside. Pass to Booker. Oubre outside. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's a Kobo. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about